The heroes discover the grisly remains of one of the last men foolish enough to enter the keep. Cowed by this discovery, they convey his body back to town, but not before encountering debased supplicants drawn to the Fogfen by Gauntlight's terrible power.
Hey, everybody, it's time to roll for intent. I'm your GM, Trevor, and we're here to have some fun and play some games tonight. Here for a good time. For a good time, email mailroom@rollforintent.com.
Wow. If you forget what that is, just check any bathroom stall.
That is the Roll for Intent glory hole, if anyone's asking. For a good time.
Todd will send you pictures. You send us something, we'll send you something. I tried to listen to this with my grandmother, and she's getting a little bit perturbed.
She didn't question the word glory hole, though.
We should have a segment in one of the banter topics where we just like randomly pick an article from the Urban Dictionary and read it.
It could be our Christmas gift to our audience. We could do a whole like 20-minute, 30-minute
We got a whole other year until Christmas,
Trevor, with how much we've had to cut before, why can we read Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, right?
We might have to cut it. Anyway, this is just for my own enjoyment. Also, B-roll for our eventual Patreon content. It's going to come. I promise our listeners that are not clamoring for this. It's going to come eventually.
Literally, no one has asked us to do this.
We've been stroking it for months.
Yeah.
It's mostly poop jokes.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
But they're good.
And me burping.
We do have like a 23-minute long recording of us talking about the time we shit our pants.
Yes, we do have that.
Oh, God, so good.
Speaking of completely legitimate and not related to anything not Taco Bell, it is completely Taco Bell related. We've got the Taco Bell app thing, and we use it to like order, and then we park instead of just waiting in the drive-thru so we can dick around on our phones, right? So we got like a preview, and today was the last day that it was available here anyway, of an up-and-coming menu item, and it is the double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Oh, really?
They're just throwing shit together at this point.
What? Yeah.
If you are going to complain about Taco Bell throwing shit together, I'm going to direct you to a Jim Gaffigan stand-up where he talks about how all Mexican food is tortilla, cheese, meat, and vegetables.
I don't really care because I've never eaten at a Taco Bell like of my own will.
What? Why?
What do you mean?
Who forced you to eat at a Taco Bell, Micah?
Oh, they were trying to make foie gras.
No, it's not like that. I was explicitly forced to. Like they were holding me down. I was like, bound
Eat
down,
this
and they're stuffing it
quesarito.
down my mouth. Yeah.
No,
But it was
Micah
like,
went
hey,
because
we're go-
all of us went to Taco Bell and he didn't want to be fucking alone.
Exactly. That's pretty much what happens. Like everyone else is going, or like they're going, hey, we're going to get some food. We're going to get Taco Bell, and everyone else wants to get it. But I don't because I hate Taco Bell.
And that's why Micah got a job at McDonald's.
You've only eaten Taco Bell as a result of your own codependence.
Right.
Yep.
So what's in this item? What?
It sounds like steak in the name.
cheese.
It's in the name.
So,
right?
But he
It's
said,
on
but he
the
said,
table
he
right
said
there.
grill.
I-
But he said grilled cheese.
Yeah, have you had the grilled cheese burrito? Because that was a thing for a while.
I don't think we have that here.
It is, and as an extremely fat kid, even I said, "Oh, this is too much."
Wait, what's
It's
a
a lot.
quesarito?
No, the grilled cheese burrito.
Oh, I saw
I remember that thing,
Oh,
and it was only like
gross.
$2.
There's a reason.
I'm guessing that's like
a
real
lot.
Mexican food in California.
Yeah, there's not many Taco Bells here.
Yeah, Del Taco.
I can,
They
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Del Taco is disgusting. I hate
Yeah,
Del
Del
Taco.
I love
Taco.
Del Taco.
Gross.
I'll take Del Taco any day over Taco Bell.
Del Taco.
Anything that ends in Ertos is good here.
I just don't understand like the why you would ever get upset about. Isn't Taco Bell just like the same four foods, just made different ways?
Did we not just say this about
we did
Mexican
just say
food?
this.
So what I like about Taco Bell is that they actually employ chefs to like break their
Yeah.
minds.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if they waterboard them or what, but they're like, no, fresco bowls. And everyone's like, what? And they're like, shut the fuck up. Somebody bring me a kitchen. Because I can't walk anymore. They broke my kneecaps. As part
No,
of
they,
the
they famously do have like a walk-in test thing
Yeah.
where they have a kitchen where they make these things and people can come in off the street and try it, but they encourage employees to. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Conan did
It's
a whole
cool.
bit about it. I mean, yeah, it's cool until you see somebody try it and they're like, oh.
Like everyone's trying from like the same bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no utensils, just hands.
You know, I'm not that surprised. It's
no, what
Taco
they
Bell.
do,
All right.
they put you in a room, and then a part of the wall, like a section of the wall, just like slides up, and then they slide a trough in, and you have to go smash your face in it for 5 minutes, or else they won't contribute to your 401k.
There's a one-sided window, and you hear someone like talking in. All right, now you're going to compare the one on the left or the one on the right.
Imbibe burrito number 2.
There is a right answer.
Burrito number 4, can you say, give me your purse now? I need you to say it angrier. Turn to the left. That's our man.
See, I'm pretty sure they could just bring like half a dozen like vaguely Hispanic stoners in there and be like, here's the kitchen. Do stuff. And then just like monitor what they do. Especially if they're like line cooks. You could absolutely.
Yeah, no, I've already eaten at Chili's.
I had a friend like that when I was in college, and we referred to him as Chef Boyard Diaz because his last name was Diaz.
Wow.
It's so sad that that's all going to get cut.
Why would that get cut?
Why?
Trevor just doesn't like anything we do.
Is it because I said Hispanic?
Yes.
Trevor's getting cut
That's
happy. As the Hispanic minority in this, I approve that message. You
Wait,
can
wait,
email
are
me.
you actually
Hispanic?
Are you actually Hispanic?
I'm half Spanish, guys.
His
His last name's Montoya.
My last name is Montoya.
Yeah, but you look like Screech.
Does Hispanic also refer to Spanish?
Hispanic refers to Spain.
I thought it only referred to like Latin America.
No, that's Latino.
That's yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
dumbass.
Hispanic from Spain.
Okay,
I approve
got
this
it.
message.
Got it.
Run
Got
with
it.
the
Okay.
Chef Boyardias.
All right. Cool.
As Kyle
Yeah.
Kinane put it, they're white and speaking Spanish Spaniards. That's what we're going to fucking call them.
Yeah, that's what I am.
All right. Cool. All right.
You are the Spaniard now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Inigo
I'm changing your name
Montoya.
in Discord. to
I
that
mean,
right now.
he was a Spaniard, right?
My show this Saturday, the guy brought me up to the first time I met this guy. He said that I killed his father, and everybody groaned in the audience. I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, get off stage." Yeah, it was bad, but that 7 out of 10 times I get brought on stage.
How
that
many
way.
fingers do you have on your right hand? Question mark. For everybody in the audience.
Wait. Okay. Is this why it says in all like the drop down boxes for like job applications for or whatever, not Hispanic or Latino?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
I genuinely don't know, Joe, if we're going to get that in California, because half of these menu items you guys are talking about, I've never heard of in my entire life. Taco Bell's had the same menu for like 5 years where I live.
So
So
do you still have taco
you mean both
pizza
of them?
out in California?
taco pizza?
It's called
Mexican
Taco Bell,
pizza.
the Mexican pizza?
Yeah,
No, we
the
don't
only
have that
item
here.
on the menu that,
That was
had the
really
word
good.
Mexican in it
No,
is gone
we
now.
never had
I like
Mexican
that.
pizza.
I mean, I can't say it was good because I feel like that's disingenuous, but I liked it.
I went to one Taco Bell in like somewhere in California. It was like in Palo Alto somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so disappointed to find out that it didn't have a drive-through. I'm like, what's the point? If I have to go into the Taco
Yep.
Bell, what's the point of
Well,
the Taco
you know
Bell?
you're going to have to go to the bathroom anyway.
What's the point when I have to share my face?
Right? I have to show my face and order Taco Bell. I'm already embarrassed that I'm eating this.
Exactly,
There aren't
yeah.
any laws in a Taco Bell. It's
Yeah.
it's like an embassy for an anarchist state. Like you go there and you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to order, if you want to eat 5,000 calories and take a nap in the booth, nobody's going to say a damn word to you. If you want to upload all the Diablo stuff, you just want to tip up the thing and pour it into a trough and then slowly and systematically open them and snort them in lines, nobody's going to say shit. Someone's going to be like, that guy's going through something.
I remember I
refill
heard
the
a
Diablo sauce.
I remember I heard a Matt
did it
Bronner
again.
stand-up bit where he was talking about how Taco Bell fourth meal is the drunk driving drive-through. They should just have like padded buttons that you punch when you walk by or as you drive by because you're going to miss the brake and snap your arm if there's not pads there. And then when you come up to the window, just shoot him in the face with a sour cream caulking gun set on high.
I
They'll
love Matt
love
Bronner.
it.
I have not heard
That's
this bit.
not how cock guns work.
Not yours.
Not at my age.
Man, you can fix a lot of stuff with cock.
Why has nobody knocked Arby's yet?
Oh, Arby's. I had got food poisoning from
that's
Arby's,
just,
and I've never
that's
been
just
back.
kicking down.
I think we all got food
Yeah.
poisoning at Arby's. Has
I have
anyone
also
not
gotten
eaten-
food poisoning
I've
at
gotten
I've
food
never
poisoning
gotten
from
food
Arby's.
poisoning at
Never.
Arby's.
I got.
You've
food
never
poisoning
eaten at
at
Arby's then?
No, I've
So-
eaten
so-
at I love Arby's.
I fucking
Yeah.
love Arby's too. I've gotten food poisoning from Arby's and I'm still eating Arby's.
They have the best Mexican pizza.
So I'm determined that they are pushing "We Have the Meat" so hard that it's not real meat.
Wait,
that's
that's a
my
soundbite.
stance.
That's a soundbite right there.
That's my stance. My stance is that it's like little dick syndrome, where they're like,
you know
we
that
have
there
the
is
meat.
a secret menu item called the Meat Mountain you can order,
It's
right?
not a secret. They used to advertise it.
That's actually my stage name. You shut your dirty whore mouth.
Now, they did have one of the most clever commercials that I've ever seen. They're like, we have the meats. If you have the meats, send your resume to careers@arby's.com. I was like,
You're getting dick pics.
This guy says a bunch of big dicks running the drive today.
but like if you're in a pinch, and you want a euro, right?
Yeah.
And you live in West Virginia.
Imagine the interviewer is like, well,
Do you have reliable transportation? Yes. Okay. Can you please remove your pants?
yeah, be like, who is your name again? It's Jerry. Can you take your pants off? Jerry. All right.
We're going to call you Dirk.
Why is there this couch here in this interview room?
Is that a camera?
Gross. Micah, whatever you have to say about any of these places, I'm going to render null and void because I'm assuming all you care about is the fries.
He's just stealing them out of kids' hands.
No, do you guys still go? Is seagull surfing still a thing in Michigan?
I don't know. Really, the only fast food I eat at is Culver's.
Culver's fucks. It's
Is
really
what?
great.
Hold on, pause.
Culver's.
Culver's? I don't have. Yeah, I haven't.
It exists in like Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa.
They don't. It's a Midwest thing. It's from Wisconsin. It's also
No, they got them in Texas too.
I know, but they also have Big Piece in Texas, which is like a Michigan thing. But what I'm saying is that Culver's is a relatively small fast food chain.
Oh, okay.
It's a good
And
fast food chain.
It's the
so
best
fucking
fast
good.
food chain. I will defend. I will die. Shut the fuck up,
Culver's?
Trevor. I will die on this hill.
What kind of food is
You're,
it? I've never
you're
heard of
also
this
the
before.
kind of elitist asshole that goes to every single barbecue joint. He's like, it's not Killen's though. It's just Michigan barbecue. It's just
General
barbecue, but it's
Mitchell.
not from fucking Texas, so it's not even fucking real barbecue. Kansas barbecue, suck a dick.
I don't hear you lying about anything right now. So
This is exactly
Sounds
my
accurate.
point. Even the voice.
Well, anyway, Raymond, Culver's is a very cheese-based restaurant because
I
it's
would
based
love
out
that.
of,
Like fried
it's based
cheese
out of
curds.
Wisconsin. Yeah,
Yep.
their cheese
Yum.
curds are great.
Yep.
They had a special day about 2 months ago where they had this special cheeseburger, which was a fried.
It's a fried
slab
plank of cheese. Yeah.
Oh my god!
on the burger.
I want to go there. I love cheese. The only non-California chain I've ever been to was Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is
okay.
awful. It's
Okay.
a
Now-
pale approximation of Raisin Canes.
Now,
Okay, we have
Culver's
Cane's here.
also specializes in not ice cream. They explicitly go out of their way to advertise custard.
It's frozen custard. Yeah. You know why, right? Jake,
better.
please, culinary wizard. What's the difference between ice
No,
cream
go
and
ahead,
custard?
Todd. You're the
Oh, I
one
know
who
why.
wears the smoking meat shirt every single day. Tell me
No,
more
I
about
want to know.
Culver's.
I want to know why you
It's
have
made with
a thing
eggs.
there
It's
you
made
go.
with eggs because it's a
There you go.
custard.
Is that what you wanted?
That's the difference.
Are you happy, Todd?
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
It's the worst frozen dessert for you.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
good.
good.
Yeah, but if you're eating frozen desserts, you're not eating it for the fucking health benefits.
I got a pumpkin custard the other day because it was still October.
Yeah.
And oh my fucking God, I ate the whole goddamn thing. AT
What'd
bought
you
it.
do?
He gave me a bite of it and then I took it. It was just
So take Wendy's with the fries and the Frosty, okay, and then upgrade that to dipping cheese curds into frozen custard, and just fast forward
I
that
haven't
coronary.
even fucking thought of that. I have to
Yeah.
go. They're still open for 20 minutes.
It's good. I'm getting out of breath just thinking about it. I can feel my blood moving.
It feels like I just ran up 7 flights of stairs.
My blood stopping.
Blood's moving through my veins. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse
I had to
me.
stop because I just ate that grilled cheese burrito.
So
Gotta
yeah,
get a sweat towel.
By the end of this, they have to cut your feet off.
I know that a lot of different restaurants or fast food chains, I should say, are trying to move towards the like made to order kind of thing. But Culver's has always been the fresh, never frozen, made to order
Yeah,
butter
they're
burger.
good.
They cook
They're
it
really
in
good.
butter. Holy fuck, is it good? God damn, I'm
It's
hungry.
great.
And I'm poor because whenever I just get a basket and a drink and some fries, like the value basket, it's like $14 to
It
eat.
is.
What
It's
fucking
not
garbage.
cheap.
Goodness, it's like $10 for
Culver's.
everything.
It is not. What the fuck
No,
are
it's
you
not.
talking about?
$10 for the burger, sure.
No,
It's not
even
$10 for everything. Are you shitting
No,
yourself?
even my fat ass can eat 3 meals there for like less than $30.
Raymond?
Raymond's in
What the
complete
fuck just
darkness
happened?
in his hotel
Raymond?
room all of a sudden.
Raymond, are you
Are
getting
you about
attacked?
to die?
I don't know.
It's Batman. He's come for you.
You should stay.
Donde están los tragas?
Oh, that's got to stay in. That part has to stay in. I don't care. Raven and complete.
I didn't flip that light on. All I did was walk over there, and then it all turned back on.
Hey, wait. What room number are you in?
408.
Are you kidding
Which
me?
is 1408. That movie 1408.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
That's a great movie. Okay,
Is that the
so
one-
here's the thing. This is flip switch. This is not run off like anything else. I don't know why this turned off. That one is a flip switch. Don't know why that turned off. That one over there, I could see like a motion thing. But these
Means
two
there's
are
an electrical short.
Yeah, that happened to Alex and I one time with the stairway lights right outside my bedroom.
but
Like
this,
I was nearly unconscious and she's like, the lights just turned on.
Ghost?
But my batteries never stopped charging. My computer batteries right here.
Why haven't
these
we
are the
done
outlet.
that for why haven't
That's
we done
really
that for
weird.
a banter? Has anyone had any supernatural experiences?
We'll do that one next
Because
time. 'cause I
Trevor
got a
would
lot.
fucking win. That's why.
Would he?
Oh, yes, next time. Let's save it. Okay. We're good, though. I'm alive.
Trevor's got creepy stories.
Hey, listeners, it's Joe from Roll for Intent with some cool news. You may have noticed when downloading this episode, we have a new podcast logo. Those changes go more than skin deep, though. We've also completely reworked our website for the new year. Come check it out at rollforintent.com. We've got a new blog there and a fancy Discord link so you can check out our community right from the website. We're really excited about it and we hope you enjoy it too. But now, let's get back to the show.
All right, so it's time to come back to the Fogfen. So last week, we started with a combat, something snooked up on Yosef, a shadow of a woman in a very smart pantsuit with flaming eyes.
Sharply dressed.
And didn't have any pants on.
Knew somebody was going to focus on that.
Well, it was her toes that really brought it out to me. I thought it was pants. And then
Bested her in combat rather quickly, I may add, a lot quicker than I anticipated. On investigating the hallway that you found her in, there were 6 sarcophagi, 5 of which were empty. This one had the desiccated remains of something that looked similar to the woman-like shadow that you fought. As you headed south out of that chamber, there was a secret entrance that was obscured from the other way that you were able to easily find. You walked into the chamber to the south. Used to be some sort of kitchen, and it had been reconfigured into some sort of shrine made of bone and flesh and tattered cloth in the vague shape of a woman. Yosef was able to surmise that it was likely an effigy of Belcora in some nature, and there was a sacrifice made to her. A member of the Osprey Club, as recognized by the bird tattoo on his shoulder. Yosef recognized him specifically as Kyle of the Osprey Club. A little more investigation. There were a few magical items in there, but you took the prudent choice after this and decided to leave the Gauntlight and head back to town, having used a significant amount of your resources for the day. And it's dark now. As you leave, you can see that the Gauntlight is glowing very dimly, not as brightly as it has been over the past few days, probably owing to the fact that its power was recently used. As you continue, you're about halfway back and you hear sloshing and walking in the swamp somewhere. You take a little bit of cover and you see 3 figures, one of them holding a torch and talking about they were almost there. It led them here. And we're going to go back to that. You're looking at these people coming through the swamp, one with a torch, and you overhear them. One of them looks very, very tired, like they've been journeying for a long time, and they weren't meant for being in the wilderness for this long. One of them says, "Brother, the dreams have brought us here. The dreams have brought us so close, we cannot fail now. You must steel yourself. She waits for us with open arms. The empty death, she waits." And they're slogging through, and they have no idea really where they are. They see the glow, maybe. They just don't know what they're looking for. They were drawn here. What do you guys do?
Well, I've got some questions outside of the game that are kind of important. Meta-wise, where are we in the like in the Fogfen? Like,
You're about halfway out. You're about
Okay.
halfway out.
So they're like a mile or so away still from the keep then?
Yeah, maybe about a half mile.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to get like a...
Yeah, so like the Fogfen is surrounded by forest as well, and you're still not quite out of the Fogfen.
So they're like in the swampy clearing, like free of the trees, so that's super easy to see them.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Does your just because I wanted to actually ask this, does your cool little... I think you said at one point when you were setting up the foundry originally forever ago that you were tracking like the moon cycles and everything too. You still doing that? Is it bright?
Yes, because no, the moon is not bright. It is a new moon.
Oh, it's dark as fuck.
Except for the Gauntlight.
Are we pretty close to each other?
Yeah, we should be.
How long has it been since our last combat encounter? Has it been like an hour?
It's been over an hour.
Okay, I'm going to like quietly walk through and be like, Abzu has your back. Abzu, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to bless everybody. Jacob, Raymond, Todd, and Micah. And that lasts until the beginning. Yeah.
All right.
So it lasts until the beginning of your next turn. So,
well, okay. So what that really means is that it lasts 6 seconds.
What?
Yeah, a combat round in Pathfinder is 6 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, I just thought it would be like everybody's first turn they'd be blessed, and then when they do it, never mind.
No,
unfortunately
okay.
not. No.
Sorry, I thought it was really cool, guys. My bad.
Yeah, it works kind of like that in 1E, that you can like pre-guidance somebody, but you can't do that in.
I think in 1E it's just set until their next rule, so you can just have it.
Yeah. Yep. You can kind of throw that charge in the tank.
So Yosef is upset, mostly just because like they keep mentioning the empty death and it leading them here, and we all know what that means at this point. And I am super unhappy at the idea, as a rap man, of this horrifying green light calling more and more fucking weirdos out here to cause trouble in the town that I'm trying to live in.
I say we show them the empty death.
I agree.
Are we going to do this?
Are we going to kill them?
No.
Or merely show them the error of their ways?
I think we should let Billiam walk out first. At least to be the intimidating one. Don't speak. But you can be big.
Oh man, I should have taken traps. Then I could just lay a bunch of booby traps, and I could have been doing Home Alone shit inside the Gauntlight the whole time.
I do have a snare trap.
Yeah, but where would you set it up that you could possibly lead them into it, right? And you need a little time to set them up too, right?
All inside the Gauntlight.
I set them up everywhere. The snare consists of hidden canister of caltrips attached to a tripwire. You choose it. It doesn't...
Got an iron on a rope.
It doesn't say.
The nails and tar.
Just whip a fucking brick at them, cause a major concussion.
It's no longer in my inventory now.
Thank God Buzz left his BB gun.
Yeah, no, but just to get this out of the way, Yosef definitely doesn't want to kill them. His idea is to say exactly what Joe did and be like, we will show you empty death, if that's what you want. And I really just want to, like, scare these people straight.
So, Yosef, you want to scare straight these guys?
I do.
So how does that manifest mechanically, do you think?
I am thinking to myself that I am obviously not intimidating, but I have intimidating friends, i.e. mostly Solace and Bill. So here's what Yosef would like to do, and then the rest of the party can tell me that they think it's stupid or not. I would like to step out into the road, maybe with Kashak, because I think it's funny if it's the two smallest creatures possible in the party, and to be like, hey, don't, in a matter of speaking. And if they continue, then the rest of the party can reveal themselves from the woodwork.
So do you want to lead in with like a diplomacy, and if that fails,
intimidate?
Works for me. I like it.
Thoughts?
Sure.
I have some capabilities. Why not?
I've got intimidate.
I do too. I got +5.
I have diplomacy.
I have both, actually.
Okay, I'll let you probably roll that then.
What's your bonus there, Joe?
+8 for each.
Okay, you win.
+8?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, yeah, he's charisma based. He's a sorcerer, dude.
Yeah, you do
of
it.
course. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. All right, so let's RP this. Tell me how you're doing this, guys. Let's see if you can earn yourself a bonus on this roll.
So they're coming from, like, it appears, so for the listeners, it seems like they're just coming straight out of the forest, not even on the road that heads south from the Gauntlight Keep.
No.
But just directly from the southeast out of the Fogfen. Just out of the forest. Which
right,
can't
into the
be easy.
Fogfen. They're just, looks like they're wandering almost. They don't have any real heading as to where they're going.
Except for the big-ass bright light, right?
They're like moths.
I would like to take Kashak and we'll just... It's really dark outside. So I'm going to assume that stealth isn't that big of a deal.
Right. I already rolled stealth on you guys. They don't see you.
Okay. Then I'm just going to look. I'm going to look at Kashak and be like, empty death, huh? And he'll look up at Solus and Bill and Tovin and be like, maybe we could show them what that's like. Or at least scare them out of the swamp. I don't want cultists cultivating inside of the Gauntlight.
How do you want to play this?
I say that we first give them an option of diplomacy. You and I can talk, see if we can change their minds. And if not, maybe Billiam can change their minds.
Ah, yes, the old good guard, bad guard.
Billiam and I will stay under cover of darkness until it becomes necessary.
Tovin, would you like to stay with the big boys or come with the little folk?
I want to stay behind the big boys, if anything.
Okay, you're staying here then.
Yeah.
So I think Kashak and Yosef, I don't want to speak for Joe's character, but Yosef is just going to walk in the path that they're going. Like if they're just walking straight-ish towards the keep because they can kind of see the light. But I'm just going to stand kind of in the middle, maybe like on top of a decaying stump or something. And I've got like my cloak out and everything, so it's probably difficult to tell exactly what I am in pitch black too. Who knows?
You're trying to make yourself seem bigger by splaying out.
Exactly. So Yosef will jump up onto this stump and scream, "Halt!"
Who is there? Who dares defy us?
That's none of your business, friend.
That wasn't a question, it was command. Be friend or foe.
Cute. Well, it depends, comrade. Do you intend to finish your journey?
I think we just told you not to ask any questions.
I think I know where you're going, and I think I know what for, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like it.
We've been called by her dreams to this place. She's touched it with her unholy power. We must journey to the center of the empty death.
You're wandering through a bog, following your dreams?
Yes.
You do know that there are river drakes out here, right?
If the empty death believe we to be consumed now, so be it. We prepared our whole lives for this.
It seems like your gods are really hanging you out to dry.
More like to be sopping wet, am I right? Because of the bog.
Our God
Yosef
cares
fist bumps
not
him.
for us.
Is this Kashak shtick where he just explains every joke?
I think it has been for a while.
That's what I mean.
I love it.
The one that seems to be speaking is kind of hanging back, and the other two have kind of taken up forward of him. It's like he's speaking for them, and they're protecting him. He says, "My brothers, we all share the same dream of a light and the darkness and the fog calling us to be consumed."
Turn around. You should go home and seek a physician's counsel.
Exactly. There have got to be people who love you and care for you. This is not where you want to be. And this is not...
Or better yet,
it's
if
not
you
for
seek
debate.
the empty death, go home and do it in the privacy of your own home where someone else has to clean it up. I really don't want to be bothered.
We seek to perfect the universe by cleansing it.
And you can't do that at home.
We are called by the empty death as her servants.
Well, the empty death is calling you. I don't think that they're going to call you any particular place. If they just want you to die, then it seems like that would be an incredibly straightforward source of events. I mean,
We will die when the work is complete. She will guide us.
You will die here in the swamp if you keep refusing to leave. This is not a threat, and this is not an exaggeration. It is a promise.
Clearly threatens. This is not a threat.
I just said if you would let me finish, I said it's a promise, dickhead.
ooh,
So obviously a threat.
All right, I want you guys to roll. Whoever's going to roll the diplomacy, I want you to roll it, but you're going to take a -2.
Ooh, that's definitely
I'll
Joe.
do diplomacy, I guess.
What he means to say is, this isn't the way you want to go. Trust me.
That's a natural 9 for a 17, so a total of 15 with a -2.
Wow.
Yeah, the two that are leading up the rear or leading up the front are like, brother, they make good points. Why would she lead us here just for us to die? She's given us nothing to go on.
And only nothing is in your way.
One in the back says, silence, they mean to trick us. We've been taught this. People will try to dissuade us from the path of emptiness.
Do you wonder why they call it the empty death?
Because there's nothing at the end of it. Our souls will be consumed to fuel more emptiness.
I'm sorry,
What?
but that is just not true. Your god is lying to you. Unlike the rest of
emptiness?
the good, unlike the rest of the goodness that emanates out of this planet and the gods that do and do not protect it, Nimbeloth is completely different.
William, it might be time to move.
She is not from here. She is not from anywhere.
I want to pull out my great
She
axe.
reaches from beyond the pale and corrupts all she touches, including your minds.
And I'm going to pull out my sword.
This is your last warning before we get unpolite. And I'm going to make eye contact with Solus and Billiam.
I'm going to ready Moonbeam.
I do have a question. The way they're positioned right now, they seem to be 15 feet apart from each other, but it seems like they're talking to each other pretty close to Yosef. What's the case with their positioning?
Yeah, that's just like the map position
It's
right
just
now.
the
I wouldn't
map
worry about it.
kind of funky.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have real tokens.
Listen,
Okay.
I am trying to reason with you in every way that I know how, but I grow impatient with your persistence. This is nothing but exactly what you think it is. Empty death. And if
Go
you're
home,
looking
friends.
to bring more empty death to my town, I will not allow it.
You're all intelligent, valuable members of a community. You could go there and apply yourselves to any number of things, more than being just mere fodder for a talking skeleton and a bunch of moss. Adding on to the pile of bodies that's already in that stupid castle, you could be sitting by a warm hearth right now.
Solus is going to move in towards the guy in the front and try to sweep the leg.
All right, so
Oh, he's
you're
just
gonna-
going for it.
We're going
Yeah.
right for. We're
Yeah.
going for it. All
I
right,
guess.
so
Go for it.
I thought we were
we're
making some good points.
going to roll for initiative, gentlemen.
Look at that lawful good paladin just not ask any questions and punch the shit out of this robed figure.
This guy's kneecaps aren't lawful good. They gotta go.
Solus's word of the day is stop resisting. One of those creatures rolled a natural 20 on initiative. I saw that.
I rolled a 24.
I rolled a 10 for an 18.
I rolled a 24.
I rolled 18 for a 24. Wow. There's 1, 2,
The three of you get 24?
24s. Yeah.
Yeah, plus
Wow.
the plus one of the enemies. Yeah.
Random number generation. That's weird. I rolled a 16 for a 24.
It's a lot of high initiative rolls, gentlemen.
I
you,
do
Ray.
not understand which of these are secret, which of these are not.
All right.
Because Mike is a secret, but the unknown creatures are not.
Yeah, it just has to do with what's actually ticked on your dice tower deal. Anyway, at the beginning of this encounter, we're going to start it up with Solus stepping forward. You're not going to be able to sweep the leg quite yet because something outrolled you on initiative.
Okay.
He sees you coming.
Well, like just to advocate for myself, I was stealthed. So is that
Yeah, sorry. I guess I don't remember or understand how surprise rounds work, but he
There
wasn't
is no
aware of his
surprise
presence.
rounds,
No
right?
surprise rounds. And
Okay, so
Okay.
so we can walk that back a little bit. You should, in an instance like that, call me out and roll stealth for your initiative
Oh.
okay?
instead of perception, right?
Okay.
They were not aware of your presence, but I feel like moving up into their face immediately at the beginning of the combat, especially since you are wearing armor, and I think it probably has the noisy property.
Clong slorp, clong slorp, clong slorp.
I can check.
Yeah, let me know. I will give you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 20% concealment.
It does not
because you're
say noisy.
sneaking. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider you as undetected, not unnoticed.
Okay.
So you'll get a
fair
20.
enough.
You'll get a 20% concealment, and it won't be able to hit you unless it seeks you out first.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's
Cool.
up first. It's like, no, they're tricking us, brothers. Prepare yourselves. And he uses first action. He pulls out a dagger, and for his second action, He says, there's more than just the two about, and he's going to attempt to seek you on your square. So I'm going to roll a perception check, and it's going to be, what's your stealth bonus there, buddy?
It is a +0.
Okay. So you are still hidden from it. It rolled crap. It's got crap perception. So it wasted something trying to find you, and now it's going to move 15 feet towards Yosef.
Bring it.
For the record, I think I almost had him persuaded.
Okay. So I'm assuming these guys are mooks, basically, compared to the dude in red.
I don't know. You should probably roll a knowledge check.
Knowledge fashion.
What knowledge would it entail?
It would be society, unless you had some sort of specific lore about this cult.
Nope. No, I do not. All right, I'm going to run forward towards the guy in red.
All right.
And I'm going to try to trip him.
Excellent. So you do not have your shield out. You have a free hand.
Right, that is correct.
Cool. All right, let's move on up and do your athletics check.
Okay. That is a 2 for a 12.
Not quite there, pal.
Yep.
Almost, not quite.
Okay, then I'm going to try to intimidate him.
All right, go for it. Let's give me do it first. Tell me how it goes first.
Okay, so I tried to trip him by punching him in the face, but I missed. But still, I brandish my sword and I say, "You are hopelessly outnumbered. Give up now."
All right, I'm going to give you a +1 circumstance on that because why not?
Okay,
they are outnumbered. They're starting to see that now.
14 for a 21.
Ooh. That meets.
Nice.
So he's frightened one. So he's starting to look around and he's noticing like the bulrush is moving as people are sneaking around and he can't see it. And he knows there's things around now on top of the two little ones that he saw in the distance. So he is flipping out and he is frightened one.
Okay. So that was a movement, that was a attempt to trip, and that was an intimidate. So that's it for my turn.
That's your 3 turns. Good usage of your action economy. Good job, buddy. You guys should be more like Micah. Billiam, you are up. I'm going to assume that you were attempting to sneak while this was happening as well, or were you just kind of boom, boom, boom? Okay, cool.
No, I was trying to follow in Solus's footsteps. When he walked up, I walked up, and I was Do I need to roll stealth? No,
you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. So I have my great axe out. I took it out, and I'd like to wrap it around, like when they pull people off stage with the cane. That's what I want to try and do to trip this guy.
Do you have the trip trait on your axe? I do not believe that the trip trait is on your axe.
I think so, unless that's it. Oh no, that's sweep. My Morning Star has trip. My apologies. Yeah. Then I'm going to.
Well, I mean, does Micah's sword have the trip?
He had a free hand.
Yeah.
He had a free hand. Great axe is a two-handed weapon.
I don't remember. I think there is specifically rules or mechanics about how many actions it takes to take a hand and put it back onto your weapon. Because in first edition, that was just kind of hand waved.
Yeah, there's specific actions.
Because in my mind, in second edition, it should just be super easy to be like, I'm wielding a two-handed weapon. How do I trip this guy?
I'm going to use my leg and trip him like you trip people.
Or that.
You're not a monk. You can't do that.
I wasn't a monk in elementary school.
I flip it over and use the wood part to trip it.
Are you sure, Joe, that you're not a monk?
Maybe I am. I don't know.
You may be a monk at IRL.
By just sticking my foot out. I didn't even kick or anything. Didn't have to sweep the leg. Nothing.
You might be the chosen one, like Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
He's beginning to believe.
All right.
Well, since I can't trip him with this weapon, I apologize. That's my Morning Star that I can trip him with. My Warflail. I will attempt to intimidate this guy. I have my great axe in my hand, and I yell, "You heard my friends! Get out of here!" I'm gonna try and intimidate the guy.
Go
in
for
black.
it. Let's see it.
Do it.
You won't.
That is a natural 3 for an 8.
You are cursed.
It's actually
it's cursed.
actually not as far off as you'd think, because this is the one. He looks kind of tired. He doesn't look. He's banging on all cylinders, but it doesn't quite do it.
Then I would like to. Can I do non-lethal damage against this guy? Maybe hit him with the wood part of my axe.
You take a penalty on the attack.
And if you
think
butcher
it's-
one, we'd probably get a bonus on intimidation.
I think it's a
Next
-2.
year.
I'm sorry, it's either a -2 or -4, but I'm going to rule a -2. We'll fix it in the future if it's wrong. Zerm will tell me.
Yeah. I would prefer not to kill these people if we couldn't. That's not.
I don't want to kill him. Hence why I just want to. If my intimidate didn't work, so I would punch him in the face, but I'm already holding my weapon, so I kind of want to bonk him. This
All right, go
is
for
my
it.
action. I would like
Headbutt.
to bonk him or headbutt him. Can I do that? Oh, that's a great idea. I can't trip him, so I'm like, bam.
Okay, I already know what Trevor's going to say. The answer is no, because you're not a monk. Because monks
That's-
are the only creatures that can make unarmed attacks with stuff that's not their fist.
That's pretty much
Okay,
it.
Explicitly
then I would
stated
like to
that
bonk
monks can
him.
use any point of their
Yeah.
body.
Let it be a flavor bonk.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
cool.
we'll roll with your weapon at a -2 penalty, and we can say it's a headbutt.
Look at that
but
shaved forehead.
Mechanically,
It's perfect.
it's not like an unarmed attack. Mechanically, you're still
Okay,
using your
then
weapon.
I am bonking him with my weapon. Is the plan here?
Cool.
Um,
Go for it.
major bonkage. So, and it's a -2 for non-lethal.
Yep.
That is a 17 for a 25. -2 would be a 23.
Nice.
That's definitely a hit.
The
It's a real
flat of
bonk.
the
That's a
blade
bonk.
against this
Bonk
guy's
if I've ever
fucking
seen one.
ribs.
That's
Yeah,
definitely a
that's
bonk.
that is a hardcore bonk.
That's a golf swing with the flat side of an axe. Ooh.
How
Can we get a
yeah,
can we get a golf sound effect in there?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's roll
How
that
would you
damage.
like me
and
to
see
do
what you
this
got.
damage?
No, just roll your damage.
Regular damage on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's regular damage. Yeah, it's just considered non-lethal.
11 points of damage.
And he is out cold. Just
You
one
fucking
hit.
knocked the wind out of
Bam!
this shit.
He's
Bonk!
down.
And I can't. I can intimidate a different guy, right? I just can't intimidate that guy.
It's a
Right, you
separate
can't
action,
intimidate
yeah.
that guy. You just can't
right.
intimidate that
I
guy.
have one last. I have my last turn.
So, just so you're aware, intimidations are non-cumulative, which means like you can't extra frighten somebody unless you have a feat that allows you to tack it
Oh,
on.
so doing an additional demoralize wouldn't put him at frightened too?
Nope.
I was hoping to yell this to the guy that's walking towards Yosef, unless he's too far from me.
Yeah, go for it. No, if he's within 30 feet, and I think he is.
Yeah, I'd like to yell, "You got one down! You're next!"
You give yourself a +1 on it.
Yeah. That is an 11 for a 17.
He is frightened. He turns and looks and sees his friend hit the ground, and he is visibly shaken by your martial prowess.
Double muscles in the air.
And the body he's carrying is super bonus points.
I was
carrying
carrying
a
the
body.
body. I have a great. I'm holding the body in my
Yeah,
teeth.
he's wearing him like a stole.
It's like fireman
Kyle's
carrying, he
along for
tied
the
his
ride.
foot and his leg together.
Yeah, just around his neck like a stole, this rotting body. The only thing visible is the tattoo and whatever's oozing out of his mouth.
All right, Tovin, you are up. Are you sneaking around? Are you did you just pop up like, what's going on?
I mean, no, I don't think I'll be sneaking at this point. I don't think I really ever was. I already blended with a knight.
Just like kick it. You do. So you have
Yeah.
your shadow. So you get additional concealment in
Yeah.
darkness. So
Yep.
Working
so,
on his night moves.
No, I'm just going to. I think Tobin will start by attempting a skill check or a knowledge check on this red fella here, this frightened fella.
society.
Yep, that's because I am trained. It's not great, but I'm trained.
Yeah, you can't really make out anything about him. He's obviously some sort of, he's in a cult of Nimbleoth of some sort, but you don't really know anything about it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to cast Moonbeam
On who?
on the tall red robed thing.
Ping it on the map, just so I'm clear. So that's the one to the east, yes?
Yes, the
Directly
frightened one.
in front of Solus and Bill.
Yes, but because I'm here, I'm just now hearing everyone saying, "Let's not kill him." I'm like, as I'm casting the spell, let's not do what? And I cast Moonbeam.
All right, let's get that attack roll.
All right. Oh my goodness! I rolled a 7 for a 15.
You just barely missed it, buddy. So it just whizzes past his shoulder.
It'll work
And off in the
someday.
distance, and then you hear this bird go as you hit it. And that's all 3 actions for you,
Mike,
right?
is that
That's
you?
Yeah, that's it.
Now let's check him. All right, Yosef on the stump, eye to eye.
while maintaining eye contact with the first one that is now visibly shaken directly in front of me, I am going to will the chain whip from out of my arm, and then I am going to trip this mofo.
Go for it. Give me that roll.
I will. All right. Okay. +9 to this roll. 19. And a natural 10.
That is a successful tripination. Is tripinated. Tripificated. Is prone.
So I just wrap the chain whip around his boots, the spikes and studs digging in, and yank real hard and put him face first in the mud. And then as my last action, I'm going to take a 5-foot step down and get right next to his ear and say, last chance.
Are you going to attempt an intimidation with that?
I mean, if you can let me have the flavor hop for and then I can use my last action.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but mechanically, I think it's freaking cool.
All right,
So
cool.
how does surrendering work?
They run.
They would have to run. Yeah, they would have to.
So we
decide
won't know
that-
if they surrender until their
until it's
turn.
their turn to do something. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all happening within less than 6 seconds. One is
Yeah.
knocked unconscious,
Right.
the other is put in the dirt, and the other one, all of them are scared shitless. I'm going to intimidate. I have a +4. 14 for an 18.
Yeah, he's intimidated. I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Because if you would have crit succeeded, he would have been frightened too. So it's
Okay.
not cumulative, but it overrides if you would have given him frightened too. So it's not like
Okay.
I just made you do this for nothing. If you would have gotten a crit, he would have been frightened too.
All right, cool. All right, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Cool.
Kashak.
I'm going to focus on the guy that's on the ground here. And I am going to use Society. I rolled a natural 20 for a 26. Because
Which
I
one-
want to know
which one on?
exactly the one that's on the ground here that just got hit by,
Okay,
because I can
so
see him closer, was my
He's a
logic.
mook. He's just a mook. He looks like he is a brainwashed cultist. You know, he doesn't have the brains for this. He's just following along in his big brother's footsteps.
Now we know they're brothers.
He's weak-willed. He's very, very weak-willed. And he's not very physically strong either. He's stronger than his brother, but they're not, they're not big beefy boys by any extent.
Waste. So I'm going to cast Guidance on Micah, and then I'm going to do an Intimidate check. And because their turn is next, and my whole thing, I'm going to say,
Drop your weapons, and everybody gets to limp away.
Nice. All right. Which intimidate? Who are you intimidating? The one on the ground?
sure. Both of them. I mean, in general, I'm saying drop your weapons and everyone
You
gets
have
to limp
to. You
away.
have to focus one on the demoralized. You have to pick one.
Sure, I guess I'll pick the guy on the ground then.
Okay. Well, you do not intimidate him any further. So there's that.
Cool. End of turn.
But you rolled high enough that if he would not have been intimidated already, you would have intimidated him because he's cowed quite a bit.
Why'd you just cast Chill Touch on a construct, idiot?
Well, I thought we were trying to let these guys walk away from this. There isn't apparently a mechanism for them to surrender, like as a free action or something, right? So
I mean,
was
they
just
totally
letting them
could.
know if they just drop their shit and resign, we're not going to murder them.
I would just like to say that it is a free action, and free actions are actions you can take even out of your turn to talk at any time.
Right. No, of course. Definitely.
Oh,
So if they were already compelled to surrender, they obviously should have said it by now.
that's a good point.
Well, free actions require a trigger, right? Minions and NPCs.
Well, the trigger is they're getting the shit kicked out of them.
Anyway, at least free actions outside of your turn require a trigger.
Like somebody saying drop your weapons and nobody gets...
Maybe. Sure.
But they're true believers, friend.
I cast Chill Touch on a construct 9 episodes ago. I just want to reiterate that.
This last one that's here does not seem like he is ready to give up the fight, and he reaches out his hand, and a trio of swirling tendrils of looks like pure darkness shoot out through Solus and into Kashak. I need both of you to give me a fort save.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not good for Kashak.
That is a 12 for a 16.
That's a 5 for a 12.
All right, so you both fail.
Okay.
So you're going to take 2d4 negative damage. All right, so that's going to be 4 points of negative damage for both of you. And you both now have a persistent bleed on you of 1.
Okay. I'm going to use Retributive Strike.
All right.
So reduce the damage you took by 4, Joe.
You still have the persistent bleed.
Yeah, hemorrhaging no matter what. Gotcha.
Yeah. And now I'm going to attack this asshole.
All right.
That is a 7 for a 15.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Just barely. And I need you to make another fortitude save as he reaches out and touches you on the breastplate.
Okay. Natural 1.
All right. So this is actually kind of bad for you. So he reached out and he dealt harm to you. So you're going to take, it's a crit fail. So you're going to take double damage.
Okay.
So 18 points of negative energy damage.
Okay.
But you also are fleeing for 1 round because of your crit failure.
Okay.
So you have to take every action until the end of your next turn to get away from him. And that's the end of his turn. This other one uses an action to stand up. He's no longer prone. This one up near Yosef. He's still frightened because you're frightened until the end of your turn, which reminds me this goober is no longer frightened. And he's going to whip out at you with his dagger that he's holding in his hand. So here's your first attack. That's a 15.
Miss.
All right. And then he's going to look at it and see that it's just kind of useless. He can't do anything and he's frustrated. And he's going to hurl this dagger towards Kashak. So coming at your face is a dagger. Here we go. That's a 15 to hit Kashak.
He misses.
Well, shoot. That's the end of his turn. Solus, you're up, buddy. You are fleeing.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's action number 1. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Shit, excuse me.
Wow, by each foot.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15. I'm off the map.
Nice.
20, 25.
That's all I care about.
All right.
Billiam, buddy, you're up.
I see my friend is running away from this thing, and I'm like, that doesn't look good. Arms flailing in the, and I'm gonna sort of like as I run this way, I sort of look at Tobin and be like, I'm gonna get this guy because I feel like I haven't talked to Tobin in a while.
Still get that drink.
And I'm gonna come around this guy. Yeah, I'm also coming on this side, so maybe you'll come up, but we'll see if you pick that up. I'm sort of on top of this guy. I don't mean to be.
Not the first time he said that.
So run up there. I still got my great axe out, and I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at him.
All right.
At
that
this
beautiful
point,
swinging footage.
At this point, I'm assuming we're attempting to kill these guys.
My focus has shifted towards killing the leader because the other two seem brainwashed and like they're weak-willed and just following whatever this guy wants to do.
True.
If anything, this could be a teaching moment for the rest of them.
I also did see him really hurt Solus.
So you joined a cult.
I think I'm gonna
record scratch. You might be wondering how I got here.
So I decided nobody hurts my friends, and I'm gonna swing away. That is a 3 for an 11.
That's a mess.
Sorry,
You
we're not that good of friends. Apparently, Solus.
Cursed.
Cursed. I'm cursed.
How do you support your family
I don't
with
know.
these roles?
I don't know.
I think I know what happened to the rest of your teeth.
Atmospheric number generation.
Yeah. I swing and I miss. I can technically intimidate this one because I haven't attempted to intimidate this one yet.
Right.
So I'm going to do that.
You could.
As my second action. Yeah,
If you
I can.
critically succeed,
As my second
we'll
action.
be frightened too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your third
And I
action
swing
because
and
you
I
moved
miss.
behind him, right? So
You're right. I did. Fuck. Do I just attack him?
I
Kind of
think you
want to
should
just
attack him
then.
again. You're
Yeah.
due. You're
Yeah,
due,
sorry, I thought I-
Wayman.
I'm due for a good one. And it's right now. No fucking way. I got a natural 1. Are you fucking kidding?
You have rolled like hot dog shit for like
God
months.
damn.
You know what's funny? 1 roll per game. I do like crit, double damage, 58 damage, and the rest of the game is just 1s and 3s. That's all I do.
That's the scales of fate
Heard
balancing
you
out.
guys like atmospheric noise.
Tovin, you are up.
In the room you're in, it sounds like a 2 most of the time, and then every now and then 19.
I mean, because he doesn't look like a construct.
You'd be surprised. It's actually a clockwork man.
All right, so I need a DC 18 fortitude.
I can do that. His fort's pretty good, bud. All right. So 23.
He passed.
So
That's
take half
fine.
damage, right?
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just gonna roll this sad thing. So he takes half of 7, which is 3.
Well, you know what? You're the first to damage him, so give yourself a lovely pat on the back, Tovin. You gave him an icy wiener.
Either way, Billiam swing away because he's flanked. This is awful.
Yosef, you're up, buddy.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Yosef feels a little conflicted because he didn't originally want to kill these creatures, but he has tried to the best of his ability to reach out to them, and they don't want to listen to him. And he, in this moment, comes to the conclusion that it simply isn't his place to judge the actions of these characters. That's her job. So I'm just going to defend myself.
Sort him out.
It's what they wanted.
I try to de-escalate at every opportunity, probably. So I'm gonna roll to just hit this goober. Natural 19 for a
Dang.
20.
There we go.
It's plus 9, so 28.
That's a crit, bud.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry, it's not. It's a plus 8. It's a plus 8. So 27.
That's still a crit.
Sorry. Okay, I didn't want to get torn apart for having my attack modifier be too high. So let me see. I gotta find my obnoxiously large D8 because these are really big dice for some reason. Okay, and he's not flanked or anything, so this is just a straight up D8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 for bad at math. 11, I think.
Yep, times 2.
Yep.
So
Oh shit.
22.
Okay.
He's down.
I did
He is dead. You took him down.
From on top of the stump, as this, he finishes like hucking the dagger at Kashik, and that pisses Yosef off. So in the flick of a wrist, he swings out the chain whip and wraps it a couple of times around this guy's neck, and then jumps past him off of the stump to the ground, yanking on the cord.
Drags him to the ground, snaps his neck, and pops him like a champagne cork.
Well, it's like a bladed chain, so I'm like, goal is to just cut the fuck out of his throat.
Yep. He's done. He's dead. He's gone. All right, you got 2 more actions there, Yosef.
I'm gonna land, and then I'm immediately gonna look up at this creature that is being harangued by my compatriots and point. And then I'm going to... Can I make it all the way? All right, this is 21.12 feet to this point, so that's within 1 movement. And I am going to strike out at this creature with only a +2.
All right. Can you do the same sort of damage?
Natural 1.
No, you cannot.
The duality of rat.
All right. Kashak, you're over there by yourself, far away from all the action, next to a corpse that's just leaking its blood all over the place. I also forgot, both Solus and Yosef, you need to both take 1 point of persistent bleed damage.
Right.
Cash, not Yosef.
No, not Yosef. Kashak, sorry. Kashak and Solus need to both take 1 point of bleed damage. Remember, the only way you have to staunch your own bleeding, or you have to get healing, like actual treat wounds, to not bleed.
Okay.
So it can be real bad real quick, boys.
Yeah, I don't know how to staunch my own bleeding, and hopefully this combat's over soon, so I don't want to look it up. So that
Medicine check on
dipshit
yourself.
flung a dagger at me, and it just kind of went like flap, and like fell to the ground. And I'm pissed now because all of my clever attempts to do anything have been met with jack shit. I'm going to glare at the guy in the red robe, and I'm going to telekinetic projectile the dagger
Nice.
at him
Cool.
and wing it.
I like it. Give me that attack roll, buddy.
That is a natural 2 for a 10.
That
was such a
perfect.
cool thing.
It's not quite it. It
Cool.
wings past his head and it hits another bird.
Cool. And Kashak lets loose with just a string of just curses, like
Absus cloaca, this fucking fuck.
and then he's gonna cast like
Billiam, you get this shit.
and he's gonna cast guidance on Billiam.
All right. Billium.
Idiots.
Fucking better work.
I'm gonna fuck him in his eye sockets.
Whoa.
Your guidance, if I get to attack, your guidance is just going to be out of fear. I'm like, I better hurt this guy. He's going to fuck me in the eye socket.
All right, this thing is going to. He knows he's outgunned and outmatched, and he begins chanting. And he holds up his holy symbol, his unholy symbol of Nimbleoth, and a swirling black mist seems to envelop his entire body. And he's going to attempt to intimidate Billiam. So he's going to be like, "I've prepared my whole life to die. Have you?"
You're a dime a dozen cultist piece of shit. And I'm gonna piss on your corpse once this rat walks away.
Oh no, I'm okay with this.
That's a 19 against your will there. Your will DC.
There's no way.
Yeah,
There's no way you're passing that.
it's a
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no,
if
it
you got a
might-
plus 9 will.
He does not. He's a
no.
barbarian.
I don't. No. Yeah, it's a plus. Yeah, it's 16. So you're
Okay, so you're frightened one, and that is the end of my turn.
Huh.
Solus, now that you're no longer pissing your pants, you can come back to the combat.
Yeah, Solus is getting his shit together. He's running all the way back
what?
in.
That was great. I
So
love
let's try that again. Solus, now that you're no longer pissing yourself, what are you going to do?
I thought that was a sound effect.
that was
Just imagine.
That was his shitty ringtone, that's
That was
all.
this- I thought it was like his little action theme, like do 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 do.
Sonic the Hedgehog, I know that.
Getting into it, yeah.
He's just running
I mean,
back.
he has
Is that
spent
Green
this
Zone?
whole thing gotta go fast. Wait, did you do that on purpose, or was that your actual somebody calling you?
No, I did that on purpose. I looked it up
thought
on
so.
YouTube.
It was
Yeah.
calculated.
Oh, now
Oh,
I
I
feel
thought
like
Trevor was all. I thought you were
well-
super pissed off because we used like copyrighted audio or something.
Well,
That's what I
no.
thought that looked like.
It's only it's okay for like 2 or 3 seconds, right?
I
It's
feel
like
like
14 seconds.
You
I
can do
think.
Like
you
it's
can,
14
you can,
or 15
You can play
seconds.
15. You can play up to 15 seconds, and then you have to cut it off.
God damn it!
But you can play that
You
15
play-
seconds
ruined my
over and
bet.
over again.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
I
Cool,
thought it was
Trevor.
your ringtone.
Great.
Do you
I'm
really
so
think that
sorry.
little of Micah that he would have a
Anyways,
Sonic the Hedgehog ringtone?
Yes.
I'm back in the fight now.
All right, and that's the end of your turn, just running all the way in. Billiam, you're a bit scared.
All right. Like I said, I'm terrified. I'm terrified, and I'm also terrified of Kashak thinking he's gonna skull fuck me if I don't get this hit. And I'm gonna just roll up my imaginary sleeves and just Paul Bunyan this motherfucker with my great axe. Just bring it right down.
All right, first, you have to roll a will save because I have cast Sanctuary upon myself.
Ooh,
You've got a pretty occipital bone.
that's not good.
I got a 16 for a 21.
Oh, shit, you just blew it away. I hate you.
Why can I get good rolls on my non-attacks? This is bullshit.
Yeah, at least you
Okay.
can attack me.
Yes, and I'm going to. I'm gonna look dead at Kashak for approval as this comes down on him and does a natural 20 for a 27.
There
Oh my
it
God,
is.
there
This
it
is what we've
was.
been waiting
He's
for
gonna
this
turn into
entire
a
time.
red fucking mist.
Oh my!
Watch him roll
Goodness.
minimum damage because that would be hilarious.
I know.
Oh, he's gonna.
Seriously.
What's gonna be left of this cultist is gonna be all over Tovin's
I'm gonna
spot.
keep his heart in a jar.
There's gonna be nothing for me to stitch together.
Michael, what's the odds of rolling a natural 1 and then rolling a natural 20 right back to back?
1 in 400.
Oof. I got 18 points of damage.
He's surprisingly still alive after
Wow.
taking that sick, nasty hit to the face.
So, did you multiply that damage? Rick?
Yeah, that's
'Cause
already
that seems
multiplied.
I
horribly
hit
small.
crit. I used the critical. I got a 5.
He only rolled a
So-
5. He did about average
Wow.
damage.
Yeah.
It's because he's not raging, I think.
Yeah.
But
That
you
was
had a
it.
strength
That's
mod?
really
What?
it, honestly.
Well, I did 22 critical damage. It's not even my turn. You fucking suck, Bill.
It's because did you not hear me? I was looking
You were-
at
oh, that's
Kashak,
right.
so I
You were looking
really
right-
I really only clipped his hand is what happened.
Yeah,
I'm
that
assuming you
explains
just didn't
it.
rage because you're anticipating the need to vomit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh, actually, no. When that happens, I have
Yeah,
something
yeah.
for it. So don't worry about that. I really do.
assume that whatever Kashak's going to do to this, you're going to need to vomit.
So the reason I'm not raging is because at first we were trying to not kill these guys. That's why I didn't want to rage, because Bill wouldn't be able to hold back. He would just murder everything if he was raging. But now that this is happening, he comes down, he gets the hit, which makes him happy, and he gets a rage boner, and then attacks one more time.
Oh, he's going to rage and then attack his second attack. Oh, this could be pretty
Like the
nice.
little kid and smoking aces.
16 for an 18.
That's a hit, buddy.
Lay down.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm
All
going to say
right.
go ahead and describe your kill. You don't even need to roll the damage.
I will with my 17 points of damage.
Man, that was such awful, awful crit damage.
You almost did as
know.
much with your regular hit.
I did. I know, seriously. So yeah, my first attack comes down, but I'm looking at Kashak, so I clip his hand, and I see that I did it, and I'm like, oh, and I bring it up one more time, but my eyes are black, and even though this thing's swirling around, he sees my black eyes, and I just straight through this mist of cloud, and you can describe what happens to my axe. I don't know if it goes through him or
Yeah, it goes
dissipates
down
the
on his
cloud.
head and pretty much splits him in half, and your axe gets stuck in his hip bone. Just kind of out of there and saws through.
That was extra easy because his head was empty.
Exactly. And I look at Yosef and I go, I'm sorry, I killed him.
And that right there concludes this combat. Gentlemen, I want you to think about what you have successfully done in this adventuring day. You did the
monsters?
combat in the graveyard. You did the big monster in the graveyard. You fought the Morlock engineers in the basement of the Gauntlight. You fought the devil in the basement of the Gauntlight. You fought a shadow. You fought 2 cultists. And I really want you to think about how happy you are until we see you next week.
Oh my God. I was so happy that was turned into now you're level 3.
I know, right? Yeah, no, me too.
Son of
I
a-
literally now,
Roll for Intent uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Roll for Intent is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Characters and original storylines are the property of Roll for Intent. Music for this podcast provided by Dark Fantasy RPG Studio, Michael Gilfie, Kevin McLeod, and Tabletop Audio. Visit our website at rollforintent.com. Any questions or suggestions, email us at mailroom@rollforintent.com.